All right. So we're in the SSX Invitational, and I thought it would be interesting to record my side of the fight here. It's myself versus Hachi B, and my main strategy is always to go first. But, you know, I've got certain monsters I really want to get, like Molong, Gani, Ciara. So I think Molong's probably my best first pick, just to give me some flexibility. So we'll see what he comes back with. I know he likes to fight pretty much the way I like to fight, which is sort of scary. It means we're both wanting to go fast. So yeah, he's got a Ciara, and I'm assuming he'll bring some sort of stripper of his own, maybe the Perna. That's a really good choice. I think I'm going to go with the Bastet, because that's my kind of speedy option. And then from there, you know, I want to take that first turn, but I'm not sure what the best way to go about that is. So I'm thinking I'll do Vanessa, just to give me the chance of the first turn, and put some pressure onto him to maybe try to outspeed. My main options next would be Wind, and I don't really want to bring Wind into him. Okay, so he's bringing Water, which makes sense. So Gani's a pretty good pick here, but Gani's pretty much a good pick always. I'm going to go ahead and bring him. And then final pick, I need another buff remover. I'm thinking maybe Okeanos gives me a pretty good chance. I also like the concept of like a water damage dealer. But I'm going to bring Ethna. Ethna is great, and he's got water, so I think it's a good pick. And we'll see what he does. Is he going to shift into... Oh, okay. He went with Hathor. I was thinking he might shift into double immunity, but he didn't. So I feel like I've got a pretty good matchup against his water monsters. I've got one reset for the Perna. So if I don't ban the Perna, I'm going to be in big trouble. But if I don't ban the Ciara, I'm going to go second. So what do you do? I think I'm going to take out the Hathor. Risk him. I think I'll go first if I keep the Vanessa, and if I don't, he'll get the immunity, but I have some ways to remove it with my Molong. So hopefully Molong comes through for me. We'll see what we do. Not a ton of DPS on my side compared to him. He's got way more DPS, and he's got a lot of the same monsters I have, so that'll be interesting to see what happens. This should be fun. So I think, you know, my goal here is to kind of talk through what I'm doing and why, so that maybe in the future when people are in similar situations trying to figure out what they want to do, they can see what I'm thinking. All right, so I'm going to buff up. He has no buff removal, which is great. My sustain is going to be coming from my shield here. I have no way to cool down anybody, so what I'm working on now is hopefully remove some buffs from Perna, so that this move will take the rest of the buffs. I get none of the buffs, unfortunately, so I'm going to shift from Perna to Ciara, and now we're in a tough spot, because he's got immunity, he's got the bombs, and he's got his shield from the Wusa. He's working on my Vanessa, which is smart. He does not have a defense break, which is in my favor a little bit, but on the other hand, all my sustain is gone already, so that's a problem. Vanessa almost out of the match. No need to defense break yet. I'm going to see if I can't get that shield off of Perna so that maybe I can proc into something lucky with Ganymede. So we're already down to 3v4. We're going to keep working on that strategy. So we got what we wanted with the buff removal, but we didn't get the proc. The proc would have allowed us to cool him down. I think our best move here is to just work on the Perna a little bit and hope Gani survives one turn. So I could do my Reckless Assault. I don't think it's worth it right now. Still waiting on Ciara's bomb. We've got a turn or two of in the clear due to Wusa, and hopefully my Gani can reset the Perna, and then we can take him out with the Molong. Gets a sleep on Molong. We're resetting the Perna. Ooh, wow. That was a ton of damage from Gani. I did not expect that. That was pretty nice. So maybe we can take out the Perna with this hit, because we're definitely taking another bomb. So we're down to 3v3. Outmatched in terms of DPS. What's my best move here? I think it is to refresh Bastet's shield, but I think she's got it coming up pretty soon anyway. We'll do it anyway. I can't quite remember. That shield is my sustain, so I'm going to need it. Puts a bomb on the Gani, so I'll have a turn. Oh, no, he's going to detonate, would be my guess. No, he doesn't detonate. I guess he knows I'm on cooldown. So I get to shield at least to mitigate that bomb a little bit. And now my only goal is to try to kill that Ciara quickly if I can. His shield's up. Does my Molong have the buff remove? He misses the second bomb. That's lucky. Does he want to detonate here? There's really no reason to. Alright, so I don't want a defense break because he's still got immunity. Ooh, it's so tempting to do that move. Let's do it. We've got a shield. Let's put that shield to work. So his Ciara's at half health. Oh, no buff removes again. This is the main issue of my Molong not having all his skill ups. The buff remove is pretty unreliable here. So I might want to, in match 2, shy away from the Molong, even though he's really good. You know, if he's not gonna work for me, then I can't really bring him. And he let him through too, which is something to think about. He would rather fight my Molong than my Ethna, which makes sense to me. Okay, so that is the end of match 1. Pretty balanced for the most part. I missed a couple of buff removes, that sort of thing. So I'm gonna try. Yeah, okay, so that's really lucky for me that he first picked the Molong, because then I'm gonna do what he did to me and go Ciara Perna. And we'll see if he goes Ganny, if he takes the Bastet. What's he gonna do? He does take the Bastet, that was smart. I think I'm gonna go Ganny Ethna, because he didn't like the Ethna, and I still like my matchups with the Ethna. Maybe banning out the Hathor was not my best move, but I really don't like getting locked down by Hathor. I like to have a shot to compete. The Hathor takes like 2 turns per monster. It's just brutal. So in terms of, he's in the same situation I was last time. Not a lot of DPS. He's going to be relying on his Molong for DPS, and I'm clearly full out YOLO. Okay, so Rika is his DPS. That's interesting. That might have to be my ban. So the question here is, do I bring another buff remove? Right now I've got Ganny and Ethna, but if one of them doesn't miss, I'm in big trouble. I've also got Okeanos, which is an interesting choice. And then again, I can also bring the Vanessa to try to go first. I feel like if I take the Vanessa, I have a decent shot of taking that first turn, which is really tempting. But I think I'm going to bring Okeanos and try to reset the Hathor. That's what I'm going to try to do. My Okeanos got pretty good on rune removal. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now the question is, do I take out his damage? Do I take out his buffing? Do I take out his immunity? And I think I have to take out the damage, because if he gets a move off with that damage dealer, I'm dead. And so my goal now is to kill the Hathor. No. You know what? I'm going to change that, because I don't want that resistance lead. I think that resistance lead costs me. He'll ban Ciara? No. Okay, good. So I do think I'm going to get to go first here. It just depends. We're looking at a Okeanos, a 282 Okeanos, buffed up by 24%, so 80, 90. Should go first compared to a Wusa, but you never know. Those Wusas are fast. Let's take a look. And he's one of the premier players in the game, so I would absolutely expect his Wusa to be 310, something like that. And the Wusa does go first. Looking at the bars, I'm going to get my full team off before he gets his Bastet, which is really interesting. I think I want to cool down the Rika, if I can. Oh, we got through. We didn't cool her down, but we got through. And now we'll cool her down. That was great. Ooh, revenge. That's really gross. I think we're free to go ahead and stun her up with the bomb. And hopefully... Wow, she is tanky. We're not going to be able to kill with the Perna, but we've got it. We've got her under control turn 1, which was the main goal. We'll see how it goes. Now we're just going to work on her. We're going to probably catch a couple stuns here. Trip stun for him, unfortunately for me. And now he's just trying to get Rika back in the game. She's cooled down, which is what I like. But yeah, now I've got the threat of losing my Ciara to that Molong as soon as that Molong takes his next turn. So that's a problem. And he's immunityed up. Also a problem. Something to think about for the next match for me is how fast the Wusa was, even with my speed lead. So I'm not going to win the speed war against the Wusa. And generally, I do want to win the speed war. Yeah, there goes my Ciara. He's got his shield back up via Wusa. Or maybe that's Bastet shield, I'm not sure. So I guess I'll refresh my Okeanos. We'll see what happens. She procs, but then she takes a bomb. And we're definitely behind the 8 ball here, unfortunately. Really, what's happened both matches I've played is the immunity has really hit me pretty hard. So maybe banning out the immunity is a better call. I usually try to work around it as best I can. But then there's certain situations where you just have no chance. And maybe trying to work around Hachi B's immunity is a mistake. Oh man, that immunity is ever present. what's Rika got now? Oh, she's proccing like crazy, so she's going to have her stun now, right? Yep. She gets a second stun. And we're just hoping to get a turn. Rika was a good pick. And really, what did I ban out? I banned out the Hathor resist lead. That may have been a mistake. I was trying to win the speed battle, but I didn't win it anyway. So we're going to keep working on this Rika, see if we can't get her down. And we've still got some potent DPS on our side. If we can get a proc or two, we can refresh cooldown on Perna. We've got a couple of options, but things are going to have to swing pretty heavily our way from here on out. Proc for Bastet. Bastet on Violent, that's good to know. So he catches a big old shield. So I would guess, based on the opening speeds, his Bastet's probably somewhere in the 260 range. And Perna's down. Not seeing a lot of options here, especially with his immunity. We'll take one more turn just to kind of see what happens. Is he going to nuke? Yeah. Okay, so that's game 2. Let's go into game 3. So it's been Molong first pick both times. His is clearly skilled up and probably better rune than mine, whereas mine didn't do a lot. So it's like, do I want to fight over that? I think he probably wants it. I don't know why he wouldn't, because he knows it's a contested unit. But we have a lot of shared contested units. So if I don't take Bastet, he's going to take Bastet. If I don't take Perna, he's going to take Perna. And the same with Ciara. Awesome. So I think we need to bring a little bit more removal. I think that's going to be our main strategy. But I think we need these two contested units. We just need them. They're our best runes. It's the best chance to win. Yeah, there's the Ciara. So I'm already behind the ball on speed. He's going to bring the Wusa. The Wusa's been MVP for him. And the Hathor I just keep trying to ban, so that's also a good move for him. Okay. So what do we do? Tempted to go there. But I think that immunity is just going to be a huge problem. Do I just keep bringing in the guys that are not getting it done? Maybe with a little twist? If I can get Ethna to go, I'm going to be in really good shape. Same with Ganny. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're just going to bring a little bit more buff removal, hopefully, and hope for the best. The problem, here's the issue. I built Praha specifically to counter Wusa, and I've yet to pick her. So that's not super smart. I should probably bring my counter to his unit that keeps destroying me. So we'll give it a try if he goes Wusa. I'm assuming he'll go Wusa. Ooh, gross, Diana. I would rather him go Wusa. Diana's really, really tricky to deal with. And the Rika again. Okay, interesting. Wait. Yeah, there's the Wusa. Okay, so we're definitely going to bring the Praha. That's the whole point. That's why we brought her. The problem here is the Wusa's going to go first. Praha's going to go next. So, gosh, unless that Ciara just speed leads like crazy. Praha's going to go next. It's going to be all up to Praha doing her thing. Then, in theory, we can control either the Diana or the Hathor. But Diana's pretty hard to control in general. I think we're going... Yeah, I selected. I'm just going to let it run so I can talk. I think I'm going to allow the Wusa. And my ban is either speed lead or resist lead. I'm assuming he'll ban Ganny. Maybe, but he's been banning that Ethna. If he lets me have Ganny, I can do the accuracy lead and let the... I'm going to ban Ciara. I can let the Hathor through. So we'll see what he does. I'm kind of curious. I think his choice is between Ethna and Ganny. Connection problems. Oh, he banned the Perna. That's probably a good choice, though. So I'm definitely going to bring accuracy lead. Because he's going to bring resist lead. Maybe HP. But I need that accuracy. Now I actually get to use my Ethna. I'm kind of excited. So I've got a little bit of sustain. I've got the ability to deal with Wusa, but it's going to rely on some luck. And then the Diana is going to be a huge problem. Because I'm going to be trying to take out not her, and that's bad. Alright, there's the Wusa. So I'm going to get to go Bastet Praha, which is going to be great. So here come all the buffs. Hopefully. Do it. Yes! Full strip. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to reset you. And now we're where we need to be. It's almost like having a plan is a good idea. Okay, so the question here is, I don't think it's worth my time to try to defense break because I don't want to give her a full bar. I had hoped for a stun there, didn't get it. But now we're getting some debuffs going. And we'll just see what this unicorn does to me. It's going to be gross. It's going to be gross. Ooh, she's in human form. If I could somehow get her into human form and locked into human form, that would be great. So what just happened there is she got an extra turn because she crit a whole bunch, and I believe she gets turns based on crit. So it wasn't like a lucky proc, it's just the way her kit works. And it's kind of what makes her really obnoxious. So I think we're going to keep working on his bear. Unfortunately, critting a lot, so the unicorn's getting more turns. Every time you crit, she gets turns. All right, now we have to... Okay, we're going to refresh Bastet, because that's half of our sustain. And now we're going to have to try to crit and get stuns. Probably should have done it the first turn. That may have been a mistake. The possibility of despair might outweigh... Oh, he takes out the... The possibility for despair might outweigh the negatives of the unicorn taking crits. Luckily, and hopefully, I won't have to deal with Hathor for a little bit, so I can get some work done on this Molong. But I think this Diana's just... She's just mean. And see, she gets that another turn. Oh, but I did cut. So I was right about to take my turn. So maybe... Okay, so I don't need the heal. So obviously I'm just going to skill 1 and hope the dots kill. No, not quite. Not enough damage. Alright, so he's transforming back. He's going for the stun. Misses it. Only takes 1 turn. That's a win. We will take that every time. Unfortunately, my Praha goes to sleep. Not a fan of that. But I am a fan of that. So I think I need to work on the Wusa here. That Molong will die before the Hathor gets a turn. And I'm feeling pretty good here. I've got better sustain. I'd say he's probably got better control unless I can out-Ganymede turn his Hathor. I don't know. But good lord, that unicorn. Now she's trapped in human form. If I have... Oh, sleep. If I had had any chance to take a turn, I could have maybe done a little bit of damage. But he's going to try to... Oh, he's just locking me down. I was thinking he was going to try to burn down my Ganymede while he had everybody else controlled. But now he's just trying to burn him down before I catch a heal. There's his buff. So I'm going to have to choose between taking that buff and fully healing. And I can't... Okay, so I'm going to try to remove a skill 1. Didn't get it. Additional turn. Try again. Got 1, not the one I wanted. And now we're going to get unicorned again. Ooh, brutal damage. Brutal damage. That's probably going to be the end of this. Because Hathor's going to have her skill up. I have no way to put it on cooldown. And that unicorn is MVP. Big time. Just impressive what that unit can do. Is he going to put me to sleep? Yeah. So this was the big skill, obviously, that I was trying to avoid. And I avoided it for the majority of the match. But I just wasn't able to get done what I wanted to get done while it was on cooldown. So... Now we're hanging out, asleep. We're going to play it to the end because I believe this is our last match. I think we get, it's like best of 5, so lose this one and we're out. We're just going to see kind of how it goes. Unicorn is so impressive. And he's got elemental advantage. He's got the wind versus the water. He's got the sustain. He's got the Wusa. Pra did what she was meant to do. I would have been smarter to bring her earlier in those earlier matches. But, you know, in the end, didn't have enough to end up winning the match. So I'm going to go ahead and concede here. And congratulations, Hachi B. You are a beast, as always. It was fun to fight. Thanks, ShadowsteelX, for inviting me. And I hope my kind of take on the tournament is interesting to see. Kind of what the point of view would be from someone actually competing in it. So thanks, y'all, for watching. And good luck to everybody else in the tournament. Hope Hachi B wins, because that makes me look good. So please do that, Hachi B. I'd appreciate that. And I will catch y'all next time. Take care, everybody.